Welcome back everyone. My name is Adnan from Taste Tutorials, and today we'll create this cell phone in Photoshop. We will not use anything from outer world. Just we need only one thing, is this home page layout, so we could give it like nice look. And there are small things. You can see that these edges are curvy and this type of things. We'll give it inside our Photoshop. Let me just show you what I have done with this small work. I have created small cell phones like these kind of things. It's just very funny and it's amazing experience for me. So let's just close and we'll keep this as our reference, and let's start our work. This is the home page. I will give this download link so you could easily download that. And now let's start. Go to file, new. We will create a new document. Size of the document is 2500 pixels by again 2500 pixels, and we will leave this resolution to 72 pixels per inch, and name this as our cell phone. That's great. Now everything is, you can see that it's here, so click on create. Nice. Now first of all we will use our this home page and click and drag it inside that. Let's just center this first. Nice. Now press Ctrl T and I will size it down, smaller size, and nice. But before we size it down, let's just convert it into smart object, so we could size it down, or in resizing we will not lose our quality. Nice. Now we'll create a shape for the cell phone, so we'll go to this shape tools and we'll click on round rectangle tool. We'll click and drag it out like this a little bit, and like this, and there we have our basic outer space layout, but it's very big, so we'll press Ctrl T and we'll size it down right here. And now we want to give some small work to this. First of all, we'll click our shapes, rounded shape, and we'll name this as our outer frame, and we'll click on these properties by selecting this layer, and we'll make curve inside that, make it like this. I think it's nice. Yes, it's nice, perfect. Now we'll press Ctrl T and we will make it little larger, more, and then little thinner to the inside, because it's very thick from outside. I think it's nice from here, and a little bit more. Nice. Now we'll centerize everything, so press Ctrl A, selecting your move tool, clicking and dragging this, and then again clicking and dragging this. Now press Ctrl D. This is the page layout, so we'll call it as inner frame, and we'll change the foreground color to some light color, and then we'll go to shape tool, and this time we'll make it exactly as this home page wallpaper size, like here. Once you are created this, we will make it inside that and change the color to about like this, and I will see where is the output, like this. It's nice. This is the frame, inner frame, and this is the fill area. So good. I am very much satisfied with this. Let me just make it a little more outside. Now it's it looks nice. Let me just see the other one. Yes, it's nice. Now there are small things. We will add some small parts, like first of all we will give some top speaker, so we'll go to this shape tool again, click on rounded tool and zoom it in, and shifting your holding your shift key, and maybe a little bit more wider, like it's nice here, not so much bigger but little smaller, like here. Yes, it's nice. So That's nice. And we'll click on properties and we'll make it fully curved inside that. 116 is nice, and you will see it's a speaker. So we'll center this, press Ctrl A, selecting your move tool, and select your round rectangle and center this. Now we'll name this as speaker, or it's yes, it's a speaker. And then we'll create a cam. So we'll select our ellipse tool, holding your shift key, and leave it as like this, and we'll name this we'll separate this layer first, and now we'll create this circle right here, a little bigger, maybe looks nice. Now leave it as it is, and now we'll create a copy of this, and we'll move this to the right side and then size it down to make it look like much smaller, like this. That's great. So it's nice. This is the basic top part, and now we'll add some side part. It's a lock. Maybe we could just the lock should be here. So first we'll name this as cam, and the top, the smaller one, should be sensor. That's great. Now we'll again go to shapes, and we'll select a rounded rectangle tool, and from the tool we want to create a button, so we'll leave it a little bit outside, not so much bigger, like this. And now we'll try to make it a little curvy like this, and we should just make it as it is, like this. Nice. And we'll keep this under our cell phone like this, and we'll name this as lock button. Cool. So this is the lock button. Leave it, select this lock button, and we'll keep it little downside right here. Maybe it should be nice here. And now we'll make some volume buttons. So we'll go to again this tool. It's a rounded rectangle tool. By selecting this tool, we'll move this and we'll create a shape a little smaller, not so much bigger. From here it's nice. Cancel this, and this is the first button. You will see we'll colorize everything later, and but we have created this on same layer, so we'll create a new layer, and now we'll create this volume button. So volume up, and we will copy this, and we will name this or take it down, and we have two volume button, but don't keep them so much outside. So we'll press V and make it a little inside, so it gives a feel of a button. So that's cool. Same thing on this button, so we'll keep it a little inside. Let's just like this. We just want to keep feel this button, so that's nice. We have two buttons, so this is the volume down, so we keep vol down, and wall up. That's great. So nice. So now it's time to create the home button here. So again we'll go to rounded rectangle tool, and we'll select create a new layer first, and we'll select this tool. Okay, so this is the center, I think so. So I think if the small button should be not so much bigger, we should use a small button. Nice. And we'll color it little white, so you could easily watch this, and we'll keep it on the top so you could see it. And now we'll double click on this, and we'll click on stroke. The stroke should be inside, but the stroke will not work, or we can just make it center. Maybe it will not work, so we'll click on, it's not stroke, yes, it's stroke. I understand that. So first stroke will be inside, and we'll make it black. That's cool. and second stroke should be black. No, it's not black. The first stroke should be like this one. Great, so that's nice. And we wanna fill. Where is the fill color overlay? We'll make it normal and make it black, opacity with 100%, and that's nice. This is what I want to create. So this is the setting. Color overlay stroke is this. We have created 2 strokes. Click on OK, and now we'll click on this and we'll go to properties, and we want to make it a little more curvy like this, and that's nice. So we want to make it little increased size, so because these buttons are a little bit bigger, and I will make it little down, and let's just center this. So double click on this, control A, and then click and click. Oh sorry, not only this, so click on this, and now we are very nicely done. So the home creation is done, basic buttons are done, and let's just create and name this as home button. So this is the home button. Let's just create a new layer under this, and we will create a circle around this home button so it could look nice, and maybe it could looks perfect. Let's just try to make it like this, and we'll make it little white, I think so, or little off-white, or we could just use a color of this word color, and then that's nice, but it's not centered, so we'll control A and then center this. Nice, I think it's nice, looking nice, but we need to size down both buttons, so we'll size it down, and then we'll turn down the size of this also like this, and we'll move it on top. So this is the home button and these kind of small things. So name this as CIRCLE circle. Okay, so if you want to make it a group, so we'll call it as home button, and you can see it's not very much centered. So what we'll do is we'll select this home button, control A by selecting your move tool, and leave it as in center. Then again for the circle do same thing, and now when these both are in center, now let's just move them down. This is the best way to get the center. So we'll make the circle a little bit bigger, and that's nice. Great. So our cell phone is basically a little bit ready, and what else left is reflection. So we'll first close this group, and now we'll create a reflection. So we'll go to the top, name this as reflection, go to pen tool, and by pressing P from your keyboard, click on this side and click on little this side. So leave it and make it a little curvy, and then we'll simply just make it like this. Then we'll go to make selection, click on OK, and then we'll simply just fill it with some white color. Nice. Now what we do is we will first go to this under and click on this like this, but it's not so much realistic, so we'll not make it, and we'll leave it as top, and I will press Ctrl and click on this outer layout, and then press Ctrl Shift and J, so it will cut the reflections inside and outside. Now we'll click on reflection and we'll delete that layer, and we'll name this as reflection. Great. And now we'll size it down and make it a little more nice. Great. So you can see that it looks nice, but I want to make it a little more interesting, so we'll now move to the cam. First of all, we need to make it little something inside that, so we'll select our top speaker layer. Where is the speaker? Find out speaker, and now we'll use this pattern to make it look like realistic speaker, like this. Let's just make it a little smaller according to the size of this, and then make it clip mask. That's great. We'll see, it's nice. So what we need to do is we'll go to the speaker, double click on it, and click on stroke, but the stroke should be a little bit brighter, and then go to inner shadow. Now we'll increase the inner shadow, or we'll leave the stroke, and in inner shadow we'll change the color to black and make it harder, and make it 0%, and then we'll increase the size and use the global GUI is normal, and it's nice, but we'll need to give it a stroke, so stroke should be outside, and make this as smaller as you can, and make it soft light, or I think it's nice on overlay normal, and change the opacity to right here, and now it looks nice, much better. But let's just make it little more. Yes, now it's nice. Now it's nice, and okay, so that's the thing, and yes, we want to make it inside that, but I think we should just leave it as it is, because we will go to the cam, double click on that, and we'll click on stroke, and make this stroke a little whiter, or we can say that it's darker. Inner shadow is nice, but yeah, it's perfect. Here let's just go to inner shadow again, and these are both same, so we'll click on this inner shadow, and we'll turn down, make it white, and make it like this side. Size should be smaller, distance should be minimum, and we'll leave it as like this. Click on OK. That's nice, and we'll change the color to black, or we can make it a little darker like this. Same thing will apply on this top thing, so we'll control and alt and click on this sensor, and again we'll name this or change this color to this, you can say that color like this here. So we have done the speaker, and now we will what else is we will add some we can say that this kind of, you can see that from here, curve to this. So we'll select our outer frame, double click on that, and we'll click on satin. So that's the satin, and you will see that the satin is applied very nicely, but we'll check the satin inside, and like this. So I am satisfied with this setting, you will see 73 and 24 and 27, 14 and 107 angle. So click on OK. Let me just zoom it in to show you what is the science inside this. So you will see our home button is affecting this. So we'll go to our home button group, so it should be here, home button, and we'll make it and move it as in top. I will size it down a little bit, like here. It's nice. So good. Okay, and we want to change the volume buttons. So we are volume up, so double click on that and we'll make it a little darker. Same thing on that and we'll make it a little darker too. And on the lock button we'll also make it darker like this. Click on OK, and we are a little bit done. Now we'll go to inner frame, double click on that, and we would like to apply a bevel and emboss on it to give a little inner curve. So let's just move it to the top, and now we'll click on bevel and emboss and click on contour also. Click on bevel and emboss and we'll make some kind of dramatic changes inside that, like make it visible. Let's just check the curves which are workable. So I think this double is nicely working for it, so I would like to make it like this, and yes, it's nice. And we'll make it a little inner shadow. Yes, that's nice. So that's the curve. And I think it's fair, but not so much. Let's just choke it smaller, and size should also be smaller a little bit. So now we'll go to bevel and emboss, and we'll turn this brightness down, and we'll give it a little side. Yes, that's nice. So we'll make it smoother. You can make it chisel hard or chisel soft, but I would like to go with smoother. That's nice. These are settings: 157, size is 8, opacity is 40%. Move to the contour, and we'll make it the contour should be normal, and let's see, I think it should be 100%. So that's nice. The inner shadow, you will see these are the settings: 90 degrees angle, and use global light is unchecked. So click on OK. This is our basic set, but I would like to make it a little darker, so we'll click on this outer frame and we'll go to setting, and I would like to make it little white, like this. It's nice. 42 or 45. Yes, 45. Click on OK. Now our cell phone is ready to rock. Now we will create a group, and this is the netting. So netting. Now we have everything inside our cell phone. We have lock button, we have home screen button, and everything else. We can make this button a little bit more stylish. This is the home button. Open this group and turn off these both, and we'll create a new layer and go to shape tool, rounded shape tool, and we can make it like this. This is also a home button used on most of the cell phones, so a little bigger like this, and we will make it totally curvy. I think it should be like 25% is nice, or a little bit smaller. So that's nice, and we will double click on that, and we'll make it like this, and we can leave it as white, off white, and double click on that, and we will give it a little stroke. The stroke should be outside like this, 8, and yes, we'll give it a gradient and select a black to white gradient, make it as linear. Angle should be 15 or 90 degree, and now we'll make it a little like this, and we will make the color to like this, and from here we'll make it a little like this or like this. Click on OK. You can leave this and you can take this. Let's just take this, and we will apply a color overlay of black, and we'll apply a stroke of white, and we'll make color overlay little gray like this color, and click on OK, hit OK, and we will add a reflection on this home button also. So we'll create a new layer on top of inside that, clip on it, and we'll go to this rectangle tool and like this, and we will fill it as white color, but it's not filled with the color, so we leave it as it is. And now press Ctrl D, then create selection, then press Ctrl Shift J, then delete the previous layer and leave the original layer. And now we'll press Ctrl D and make it select the reflection layer like this. Great. Now we'll turn down the reflection to about right here. Press Ctrl T again, and now it's nice. Whoa, we are done. So we have done, and we'll name this as reflection to keep it neat. So everything is here. You can use 2 buttons. I have used 2 buttons. Let's just delete it and make it a little smaller like this. So this is our cell phone. Now we'll change its background to make it more interesting. Basically our tutorial is finished here, and if you like this tutorial and if you found this video helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and we will meet in our next video. Never stop, never depend, and keep learning.